Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two tight ends who were both selected in the 4th round of the 2011 NFL Draft. It's Julius Thomas going up against Jordan Cameron. Now let's head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 2 matchup.
Dolphins, Jaguars, coming up on EA Sports as we come to you from Jacksonville, Florida for today's game.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms. And Phil, it's an absolutely gorgeous day here for football, and how will that factor into this game?
You're right, Jim. It is a beautiful day, and days like this, the best team usually wins because the weather is going to have no effect on all the talent on the field. The throwers and catchers and ball carriers, they don't have to worry about the elements. They can just go out there and show the talent.
The Dolphins ready to get this action started. The Jaguars are back deep, ready to return the kickoff. And with that kick, we're underway. Sanders has got it on the return. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. Manziel's jogging out now for his first series. Last week he was able to put together 3 scoring drives through the air.
Jim, he found out what a lot of quarterbacks find out in the NFL. They have great success in college because they throw and they can run around. Hard to run around and just make plays in the NFL because of the ability of all the defensive players. So he's got to settle in, make good reads, good decisions, and then make good throws down the field.
Going to take it the distance. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
Nice run by the running back that time. And how about that? The first touchdown of your NFL career. That's where you keep that football. You take it to the sideline. And then later tonight, you give it to your mother and say, thanks for all your help.
The point after try is in the books. And a touchback. Tannehill's going to be leading the offense once again today. He connected on over 60% of his throws last week.
I think when you talk about Ryan Tannehill, there's not one thing that jumps out at you that is great, but he does a lot of things really good. Throws the football with accuracy, has decent arm strength, and also can move around pretty well.
First down at the 20. Miller's going to take the handoff now. And that's the type of run I think this offense would take all game long, Phil.
Oh, would they ever? They would love this. This is showing your dominance here. The offensive line doing a good job, but also a solid job by the running back picking up some good yards.
The Dolphins take it from the 28. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
The defense doesn't want to give up runs like that, so how do they stop it? Well, they start crowding the line of scrimmage, so you keep crowding that line of scrimmage, look out, they'll throw it over the top.
First down at the 34. Miller's got the carry once more. Here's a look at the Dolphins offense. Last week, they never turned the football over once. Second down and 5. That's dropped by Stills, who couldn't bring it in. Back in that
secondary for the Jaguars. We'll be keeping an eye today on Jonathan Cyprien.
Boy, he fits the prototype that you want now in the NFL. Just long arms, tall, can run. That makes it tough for quarterbacks to throw over the top of him.
It's third down coming up.
Got a flag down here.
Ball is out. The defense has the football.
Holding. Defense.
The Jaguars offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. When you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
As we've seen today, this is a team that's dedicated to the run, and it's paid off with some very good stats on the ground.
Well, it shows you what the coach thinks. He believes in running the football, and when you believe in it, what happens to your football team? They become tough, and they have shown that toughness here today. That's why they have such a good ground game going.
Vernon wraps up the QB.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback, and that time the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
The Jaguars come out. Two tight ends on the field. Got hit on release.
The Jaguars put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
And the punt is kicked out of bounds.
The Dolphins come onto the field trying to make up for that last mistake. We watched it all week in practice. Ball security was a concern, and they fumbled it the last time they were out here.
Yeah, terrible job, and that's what you can't do. You can do a lot of things that are negative on the offensive side, but fumbling is just not one that anybody can tolerate. You have the football in your control, take care of it. You always have to know where you are on the field. And as a quarterback, when you're backed up and you drop in the end zone, that has to make you nervous. That time, the quarterback, he just held on to the football too long. He sacked, and he cost his team the safety.
Sanders tackled right at the 20. And a run back of about 4.
The Jaguars offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling.
The Jaguars will take the snap from the 25. Gains 16.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
First down at the 41. A tackle behind the line.
The Dolphins' defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
Second down and 11. And that'll probably go as a drop. Here's a look at the Jaguars line up on offense. Last week, their aerial attack was in high gear, throwing for over 300 yards. Danielle's got an injury update for us. Let's go to her now.
Guys, I had a chance to speak with a Jaguars team official. The injury appears to be a broken collarbone. He will not be returning to today's game, and the team won't know the extent of the injury until after the x-rays. On top of that, they're saying it's hard to know how long he'll be out for right now, but they would not rule out an extended absence.
That beautifully executed punt now really will help out this defense, forcing the opposition to start the next drive inside the 10. First down now in a dangerous spot here.
The Dolphins will see if they can put that safety behind them now, Phil, as they're back on the field with their offense. I'm wondering if they're going to be a little gun-shy after that last possession.
Jim, I think it's hard to overcome it. I do, because when you get physically run over and give up a safety, well, what are you thinking when you come out on the field? We can't let that happen again, so that makes you tight. And we all know tight athletes don't play the best.
End of one here in Jacksonville. We'll be back momentarily for the start of the second.
Not a whole lot of scoring here as we welcome you back to the action.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Two tight ends on the field here. The Dolphins have it at the 29. And the give to Lamar Miller. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. Miller's still down, so we'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. First down here after the run. The give, trying to fight through right up the middle of the field.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Second down, 4 to go. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
First down at the 46. Aaron Donald with the sack.
Defensive tackles, we always think of them as run stoppers. How about this that time? He does a great job, gets in there and sacks the quarterback.
The Dolphins will take the snap from the 35. And the tackle is made at the 41.
Well, every coordinator in the NFL has a box over there somewhere in that play sheet for third and long, but he wants to try to pick the play up for the first down with a throw down the field. It could be seams, double moves, but they have 4 or 5 of those types of plays to pick up third and long situations.
Midway second quarter. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And he just tosses it incomplete. Fields will be called on now to punt the football. They'll take it at the 20.
The Jaguars bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make
On his way. The 10, touchdown.
To me, still one of the most exciting plays in NFL football, a long-running play for a touchdown. And how about that when it had it all in its speed, good moves, good blocks, exciting touchdown.
The Dolphins are back deep, waiting for the kick. Davis got it. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down.
The Jaguars have played some amazing opportunistic defense so far in this game. They've been physically dominant, looking virtually impenetrable, and still pitching a shutout.
You said it. They have been awesome on the defensive side, dominating physically, just doing everything they want and hustling to the football. When you do all these things, that's why you've given up no points.
The pass play picks up only 2, so now it's 2nd down and 8 following the completion. Tannehill gives it up. McDonald's the one who brings him to the ground.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Welcome back, and we're coming out of the 2-minute warning. On the way, 3rd down.
And they sack him on 3rd down, and they force the quick 3 and out.
Brandon Fields called on now to punt it. Coverage team won't get a chance this time as it bounces into the end zone. The Jaguars offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for them. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done.
Holding. Offense.
The defense accepts the penalty. A long field ahead of them at the 10. He's hit as he throws it. Failing to complete that one, so 2nd down here. An extra tight end on the field for this one.
Let's go. And that pass is going out of bounds, incomplete. The Jaguars now on 3rd down. Just a week ago, they converted at a high rate in 3rd down situations.
Let's go.
Screen. With 2 hands, he has it. The Dolphins are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. They're in punting formation. Williams taken down at the 26. That return's good for about 8. Tannehill's taking the field again. He has not enjoyed a prolific opening half to this game.
Well, I think what's happened is the defense has fooled him so far in this game. So, maybe they can get to halftime. They can go in there, change the play calling, make some adjustments, and that should help the quarterback out quite a bit. Situations you go over so many times in practice and training camp. Know what's going on the offensive side, how to preserve time. Good job that time by the offensive player. Get out of bounds and giving his team more chances to get it done here in the first half.
2nd and 4. And touchdown, Dolphins. That's his first touchdown catch of the season.
Tight ends are a position where you got to be able to do it all. You got to be able to block, run routes, and you got to be able to get in position so you have a chance to catch the touchdown pass. Good job by the tight end. Touchdown.
The Jaguars have designs on doing something special with this return. Still leading here as we head toward halftime. Scores 16-7. And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20.
Well, the rushing attack has been working to full effect for this offense today, and we're probably going to see another dose of the ground game right here.
And why stop? When it's working, just keep running the football. You got the defense on its heels. They don't know what to do. You're overpowering them, and it's just fun to watch.
He's in, taking it all the way home for the touchdown. Getting close to the half, and they're giving their opponents a lot to talk about in the locker room.
Yeah, they are putting some kind of whipping on them here early in the game. I'll just say this for the defensive side that's losing. It's been terrible. So go in there at halftime, change what you're doing, and get back in this game.
The Jaguars getting ready to kick it off. Davis is going to start his return. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30.
Davis making his way back onto the field. What can you say about what he's done so far? A game changer out there for this defense to this point.
Yeah, he's been dominant. His presence on the field, you can see it, you can feel it. It's really a lot of fun to watch.
The Dolphins have it at the 29. Jennings with the reception. The Dolphins call a timeout and are left now with only one. After that grab, it's now 2nd down and 2. Locked in on the football and no one's going to get him now. The 10, and he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
You got to take advantage of situations like this. Not often in the NFL do you get somebody this wide open. Good job by the receiver. Nice job by the quarterback seeing him. And what do you get? An easy touchdown pass.
The Jaguars are back deep, ready to return the kickoff. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Jaguars will try to continue this scoring onslaught as a shootout has developed on both sides of the field.
I have a little advice for the offensive coordinator. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Keep the pedal to the metal.
The defense gets the sack. The Jaguars are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining. Throws the pass. And there's Cruz. And Cruz is tackled down at the 29. 3rd and short following the completion.
Get ready.
It's intercepted.
Well, nowadays, your linebackers, they got to be able to do everything. They got to be big enough to get in there and stop the run, and also athletic enough to be able to get in position and make an interception. Good job by the linebacker.
1st down at the 28. Marks has the sack.
That's an excellent job by the defense. Just gets quick penetration in there, hits the quarterback, and gets the sack. That clock keeps moving. What a job by the defense in this situation.
Makes the catch in open space. A good first half of action here, and soon we'll be sending you to Orlando and to our host, Larry Ridley. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Jaguars will look to keep the pressure on in the second half. The Dolphins are coming off a bad game, and they haven't been able to get out of that funk here today. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. 1st and 10. Fantastic run blocking here. And this run goes for a touchdown. Jags is up now by 7. Now 1st and 10. Some phenomenal blocking on the run here. And nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. Jaguars up now by 16. We move late into the second. Cameron's the target on the sideline throw. And this play goes for a score. The gap is closed to 9. Still late stages of the second. Here a throw deep down the field is caught. He gone. The Jags go up by 15. Staying late in the half. Cameron's got the catch here. And this play goes for a score. Closing that gap to 8. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Jacksonville for the start of the second half.
All right, Larry, thank you for all of those updates. And now the teams are coming back onto the field, and we're about to get the second half started. Miller's got a chance to return this one. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
That's his first reception today.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
Tannehill's now completed his last 7 passes.
The Dolphins offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Lamar Miller with the carry. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. 3rd down. Ball is out, and it's a takeaway. Tackles made.
That is not a turnover. That is truly a takeaway by the defense. Their hustle to the football, the hard hitting, that's what got them the takeaway.
The Jaguars will try to hold on to the football. This has been one big turnover after another, Phil. Just what the coaches talked about in our meetings with him this week about ball security. It's not happening here.
Well, it tells you that players did not listen to the coaches, that's for sure, because ball security is not what we're seeing out there. I know this. Next week in practice, there's going to be a lot of drills about hanging on to the football.
And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down. The Dolphins go with the dime formation here on defense. Out of the shotgun.
Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
Thomas has really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player. That's what you want to do. Get a first down while you're on top and keep that clock moving and just controlling the football game. Good job by the offense managing things so far here today.
Launching it deep. Intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Dolphins will try to put a little drive together and not give the football away, Phil, as each team seems to treat it like it's a hot potato.
Well, sometimes it is a hot potato. Did you know back in 1985, Jim, I set a record for fumbles in a football season? It wasn't easy to do, but I accomplished it. It was a lot of hard work, and I got it done.
The Jaguars couldn't have asked for this 3rd quarter to have gone any better for them than it has so far, as they've just continued to do what they were doing in the 1st half, up and down the field.
Oh, man, they kept the pedal to the metal, man. They are letting it go. They're being aggressive, and they're trying to end this game right here. That is a good job. This running back, known for his speed, and that time shows a little power and breaks that tackle.
It's a 2 tight end formation. Airing it out. catch. A foot race to the end zone. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. With that score, they've now got a nice buffer to work with over the last quarter and a half.
They've been really efficient here today, and just another example on that touchdown drive, executing to perfection, and they got a nice lead here. Let's see if they can hang on.
The Dolphins are back deep, waiting to return the kick. And Davis has got it. Tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Jaguars have displayed a phenomenal defense here today, and I think you would agree, Phil. That's the reason they're in position to win this game.
Yeah, the defense has been incredible. So aggressive, so full of emotion, running around. Every time you see a tackle, there's like 7 guys on the defensive side around the ball carrier. So that's awesome defense. That's why they're winning this game here so far today. When you can throw the football that high, that accurate, and, man, it is beautiful. Right on the target. Nice catch. What a play.
Tannehill's completion percentage, 80% on the day. Miller's marked down after a gain of 4.
Miller's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
The Dolphins snap it at the 41. And intercepted. That brings the play to an end. They throw a pick here, Phil, and they'll be very pleased that we're nearing the final quarter so they can get this one over.
You know, sometimes when you're losing like this and you're playing so bad, you just feel like you can't get the game over with. It's amazing how it just keeps dragging on, and man, this has been a bad day, and like you said, Jim, it just continues.
Inside, and he's home for the touchdown. I wonder what the strategy is, Phil, with more than a quarter to go, because that last score puts this game virtually out of reach.
Well, I know this. The strategy on the losing side is show some courage and show some toughness. Let's change what's going on here so far. It's not too late. It's getting tough, but it's not too late. We can find a way to win this game.
And he's met head-on right there at the 20. The Dolphins have seen this game just get away from him as it continues to get worse. They've still got more than a quarter to play.
Well, look, it's been a good learning experience, and you realize how tough this game is. So learn what you're doing here in this last bit of the game and see if you can carry that over into your next contest. If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
The Jaguars defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. He's brought down at the 25-yard line. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. In the 3 here in Jacksonville. We'll be back momentarily for the start of the 4th quarter. The Dolphins are still in possession as we get this final quarter underway. The defense looking for one more stop here on 3rd down after that run. The Dolphins get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first. He'll take the snap, the first here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing, they're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on 3rd down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
Beckham's going to make the fair catch this time. The Jaguars offense ready to continue its recent run here as they've scored the last 2 times they've had it, Phil.
Well, let's look at it from the defensive side. You know, what do you think they're thinking? Oh, my gosh, what's coming next? Because everything the offense has tried so far has worked.
Second down following that incompletion.
Let's go.
To the ground. And he's brought down right at the 42.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Third and 9. And Thomas can't hold on that time.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
Miller's going to look for space now. Has 12 on this play. The Dolphins have failed to come away with points on 3 consecutive drives. Their offense takes the field again now. What's caused them to go silent here, partner?
Listen, let's give all the credit to the defense. They're being very creative on the defensive side. The coach is calling the right plays, and they are just taking it to the offense right now. The more aggressive team is winning, and that's the defense. The defense is going to play conservative in situations like this. They have a lead here in the fourth quarter. They'll give up those short throws.
Blue 10. Blue 10.
Second and short. Out to Stills. Tackle down right around the 48. The line of scrimmage, the 48. Tannehill's got no one behind him. Just a quarterback waiting for the snap. First down at the 48. Greg Jennings with the grab. Mark him down for another reception. The Dolphins still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find much fault with them. Tannehill's numbers, though, speak to a team that could be winning if other things like their defense were doing their part here, partner.
Well, yeah, that's right. The defense has got to hold their end up, but the offense, they've been very, very good. The quarterback has been accurate. He has been smart, and that always gives you a chance when your quarterback is playing that well.
Tannehill's got everybody split out wide.
20. 20.
First down at the 31. The ball lands in the hands of Landry. That picks up 11.
Zone defense doesn't work in the NFL like it used to. Good job by the quarterback reading that zone and finding the open guy.
Tannehill's completion percentage, 80% on the day. First down at the 20. Over to Cameron. Paul Postlesny makes the tackle. 2 minutes to go in the second half. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Back now in this one, and time is running out here in the fourth quarter. Second down and 7. He's wide open for the grab. Stills takes the hit and is brought down. They'll go right to the hurry-up. Won't use a timeout here. And it's swatted away.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position, down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
Second and goal from the 3. He'll throw it over the middle. And it's out of bounds, incomplete.
Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with the pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
The Jaguars out now in a 4-6 formation. Third and goal from the 3. The Dolphins are across for the touchdown. And that's 3 touchdowns for him today.
Tight ends are more valuable when you get close to the goal line because they can use their body and push off and get open that way to score touchdowns. Nice job that time by the tight end.
Pass is intercepted. That hurts. The 2-point try is denied. The Dolphins in position. They're going to go with the onside kick. Everything hinged on them recovering that onside kick, and they failed to do so.
Well, Jim, when you're doing the onside kick, you really got to hope for that perfect bounce of the football. That time it did not happen. That's why they didn't recover.
The Jaguars got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now.
Reaches out and snatches it for about 4. And take a look at the numbers, and you can see the difference here, by and large, has come down to the passing attack.
It has. I think the coaches realized early the quarterback was hot. So what did they do? They kept giving him the football, and he kept moving it down the field.
Third and 4 coming up following that completion. The Jaguars will go with the pistol on this play. They'll go ground. Slashes to the left side. Gains 11.
That's just the right call to make. In this situation, just run the football. Don't try to be some genius and catch the defense off guard. Manage the clock and just get this game over with.
1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And that's Grimes in on the stop. And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down.
Get ready. Fire 88. Fire 88.
Should have had it. Now you start to get a little momentum going. You got the win last week, and you pick up another victory here today.
It's just awesome, isn't it? You know, athletes are incredible. Give them a little positive reinforcement like winning the football game. They believe in what they can do. The coaches believe in them, so they actually give them more opportunities. They trust them more, and that's how you get a winning streak going.
So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.